What's going on, Flix Talkers? Welcome back to another movie reaction. This time, my first time watching 1974's The Towering Inferno. Now, big shouts out once again to an amazing Flix Talk family member, Jason. Thank you so much for gifting me that film just as I did finish Earthquake a few weeks ago. I don't know too much about this movie other than some of the cast on the back, including OJ, but not knowing a thing about these films is the best way I like to go into them, so you guys get my genuine and honest reaction along the way. So enough talking, let's get to watching. But before we do, if you guys want to show love and support the channel, always make sure to hit that big thumbs up and consider subscribing today for more reactions like this and live streams here on the channel. Also, if you guys are watching this reaction on YouTube and want to watch the full uncensored cut, make sure to click on my Patreon link down in the description below, where you guys can join today for a 7-day free trial. Once again, my first time watching 1974's The Towering Inferno. Love this music, man. These disaster movies always come with the epic score. I like that. I like that. Usually that's done at the end, but right at the beginning sets off the tone. Now, is this possibly San Francisco? I don't think this is Southern California. Yep. I recognize that bridge.
Anything I can do to change your mind?
Nope, no way.
Well, what I wanted to tell you is that Senator Parker's flying in for the dedication tonight. Skyscrapers like this all over the country. You design them, I'll build them. You'll never leave.
Right after the party, come on downstairs and watch me burn my black tie.
Doug, I can't understand it. The dampers won't stay open. What?
Keep running into groundwater on that Atlanta junk.
In a minute, guys.
One guy to handle all that drama? Is that Faye Dunaway?
First things first.
What an office!
Years from now, when they talk about this, and they will, remember to tell them that it was my idea.
Afternoon delight. Skyscrapers are works of art, man. I do love architecture too.
I don't get any reading.
Try the auxiliary generator.
Not good foreshadowing. Oh no, all that flammable product right there.
See, Doug, I want the kind of life you're talking about. I want that. And I want a place where our kids can run around and grow and be free. I want this job. I've wanted it for 5 years. I've worked for it for 5 years. Now suddenly it's there. I have ideas, Doug. I can do something with it, something that hasn't been done before. I guess I want both and I can't have both.
Yeah, there's something definitely about having that independence, you know, when the right moment comes, you know. Are you going to put all your plans on hold? Or are you going to seize that opportunity?
What happened? We kicked on the auxiliary and this shorted out.
What about that? It should have been conduit. Give me a pair of dikes.
Jesus Christ. Specs call for conduit safety covering.
One piece of scorched wire from a burned-out circuit breaker is hardly conclusive. Oh, now come on, Doug. You're just guessing.
All right, I'm just guessing, but I want to talk to that son-in-law of yours. I want to talk to him right away.
Come on.
Do you know we haven't even finished installing the safety equipment? The party should have been put off for at least another
Now,
month.
hold it, Will. Hold it.
Man, this is a recipe for disaster. Yeah, I know firsthand working at my day job, safety is the #1 key.
Doug, well, what a surprise.
He must have done something, because my father called. I haven't heard him that upset in years.
We had an electrical flare-up in the main utility room. It looked to me like some of that wiring wasn't exactly what I asked for.
Every piece of wire I put in that building is strictly up to code.
The code's not enough for that building. And you know it. That's why I asked for installations that were way, way above standard. I want your wiring diagrams and copies of your work orders in my office tomorrow, 9 o'clock.
Man, he is very sure that this guy purposely is doing this to receive some kind of financial kickback, like he said. That would jeopardize hundreds, thousands of people in that building. And just like in Earthquake, we're getting all this character introduction and a little bit of their dialogue along the way. So when the towering inferno happens, they're all going to meet and panic together.
7:30 sharp. I hope you like your men prompt.
At my age, I only care that they show up at all.
Yes. When I get the time, I want to ask you a few questions, and I expect some straight answers.
Ooh!
I hereby dedicate this magnificent glass tower, tallest building in the world. Oh, ha, ha, ha. We'll make it. That's it.
God, those laughs are so phony, man. They're all kiss asses. That is a tall building. That's not good. I was gonna say it took a little while, but that thing spread.
Sorry to break into your evening, but I have one letter that's got to go out. See you Monday, Janet.
Gee, I never thought you'd come back here before the party.
It's all right. I'm not going to do anything tonight.
I don't think he wanted a letter written.
Let me guess. You're looking for someone.
I'm looking for someone. Have you seen her?
Susan, tell me, what does a girl do in San Francisco when her old man decides to leave for 2 years? No headhunting?
Well, I've had a little trouble making that work.
Could we discuss that tomorrow at lunch?
No.
She shut him down real quick. His marriage is on the rocks, and he's already like, okay, in my mind, I'm divorced already.
Do you believe in destiny?
I believe in all good things.
There must be a reason for my coming back home. Meeting you.
I like these little backstories for everybody so far.
Shut down as many as the Zone 1 systems as you can.
Afraid I can't do that, Mr. Roberts. We've got all the lights on for the dedication ceremony.
Well, shut it down right away.
What about the lights in the tower for the party?
I didn't say kill all the power, just the overload.
Yes, sir, Mr. Roberts.
That's one thing, guys. Firefighters, they're on it. They are so on it. Anytime I've seen anything happen, firefighters are always first in the scene for the most part. I'm glad this movie was dedicated to them. Oh, man. Run for that extinguisher, dude.
Hey!
Oh, my God. Take your jacket off, man, and hit him. Come on.
Smother it! Try to smother it! Put it around over here! Put it over him! Come on! Damn it, man! Get on the ball! Call an ambulance!
I want everybody off this floor.
Yes. What about the fire department?
They're on their way.
Oh, man, this fire is not subsiding. Oh, they got all that flammable material in there, too. God, that is the worst case scenario.
Everybody wants to know why the world's greatest architect isn't here.
I've already got an ambulance coming, but you better think about getting those people upstairs with you down on the ground floor. Hey, Dunk, if that fire was caused by fluky wiring in this building, we could get fires breaking out everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But I am not going to concern myself with a fire in a storage room on 81 because it can't possibly affect us up here. In the meantime, get in your dinner jacket and come up and join the party. Now, come on.
There's an active fire happening. Like no one's outside is going to notice all the firefighters. Yeah, it's going to become headline news.
Mike.
Oh, there he is.
Chief, this is Roberts, the architect.
What do we got here, Cappy?
Wow, Steve McQueen and Paul Newman in one movie. This is magic.
Well, we got outlets on every floor, about 3 and 1.5 inch.
All right, you sure these elevators are programmed for emergency service?
These two are.
What floor do you keep your plans on?
79, my office.
That's good. That's 2 floors below the fire. All right, that'll be our forward command. Now, you know there's no sure way for us to fight a fire at anything over the 7th floor. You guys just keep building them as high as you can.
Are you here to take me on or the fire?
How long before you can give me a complete list of your tenants?
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. We're moving them out right now.
Not live-in, business tenants.
I want to know who they are, not where they are.
And what does that got to do with anything? Who they are?
Do you have any wool or silk manufacturers? You see, in a fire, wool and silk give off cyanide gas.
One list of tenants coming right up.
Thank you.
Wow, that's interesting. Didn't even think about that.
And they're celebrating. A party.
Party? What party? Where?
In the promenade room, 300 people.
Well, why didn't you get them the hell out of there?
Why don't you go on upstairs and talk to Duncan? He ain't exactly listening to me.
You looking for me, Chief?
If you're Duncan, yeah. Gotta move all these people out of here.
Now, just how bad is it?
It's a fire, mister, and all fires are bad.
Well, I don't believe that you're familiar with the many modern safety systems we have designed into this building.
All right, it's your building, but it's our fire. Now, let's get these people the hell out of here.
Now, I don't think you're listening, Chief. There's no way for a fire on 81 to reach up here, not in this building. The mayor's out there. Do you want me to pull rank on you?
When there's a fire, I outrank everybody here.
Ooh.
Now, one thing we don't want is a panic. Now, I could tell them, but you ought to do it. Just make a nice, cool announcement to all your guests and tell them the party's being moved down below the fire floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention? It seems that we have a small fire in one of our storage rooms.
He didn't need to say that? What? All you need to say was that second part. Mention nothing about the fire. That's going to automatically panic people. What? Come on, dude.
It's really all right.
Yeah, nobody wants to be on the 135th floor during a fire. I'll tell you that. Oh, people are going to squeeze into that thing maximum capacity, I'm sure.
Get down! Get down!
Oh, shit! Now everybody's going to see it outside. Oh, no, that thing is out of control, man. They're not going to get everyone down that elevator.
Please, we'll use the scenic elevators over there.
See, you screwed up by saying fire. You don't yell fire in a crowded room.
Get another take!
Whoa. Oh no, so they didn't go down to the floor, man, the bottom floor. They went down to their rooms. Oh no. Wait, we got multiple fires? What? How did it spread to different floors like that? Did I miss that? Did they have another spark or something? Yeah, you really screwed up, buddy. Oh, these people are still hooking up. Didn't even... Forgot about that.
Did you leave a cigarette burning?
That's not a cigarette.
So yeah, some more electrical wire must have popped off or something.
Well, I always did want to die in vain.
Nobody's going to die.
One thing, at least they'll never find out about us, will they?
That is heartbreaking. To know, or at least think, that there's a possibility of you just dying there, waiting there to die.
I used to run the 110 flat.
Key word, used to. It's like he ran right into the fire. gonna jump out the window? Oh my God! What a horrific way to die. Oh no. Wait a minute, was that the floor they were on? If they would have just held tight for like a couple more minutes. I mean, I know you couldn't hold tight. It's uncontrollable.
Wait a minute. It's a ruptured gas line. Get back.
Whoa. Oh my. Oh my God, this went from bad to worse. What the?
Oh my God! Come on. I got you.
By the way, this scene is very similar to the one in Earthquake where they're trying to get from a couple of floors above and come down.
Hold on, Angela!
I've got a hold of you.
Get your arms around my neck!
Can you swing?
Mrs. Mueller!
Oh, dang. I thought it was over for her.
All right, let's go.
Even though I enjoyed that scene, that was definitely a filler scene, like to pad the runtime for sure. That scene took like 20 minutes alone. They're like, all right, we got to make this movie 2 hours and 30 minutes, man. Let's add a filler scene like this.
Well, the only way is up. Come on, let's go.
The hell, man.
Is that cement? Once again, man, these actors were really doing these. They may look like small stunts to you guys, you or I or whatever, but they were doing them. They were over there climbing up shit, and they didn't need to do that. You know, I mean, nowadays they got stunt people for the smallest little stunts or, movements or whatever. But back then, these guys and gals were really putting themselves in harm's way like that. What if he would have fell back down? Just that 10-foot fall could have really messed him up.
The master generator's blown. But the backup should have kicked on by now. Go see what's holding it for starters.
Hold on!
Was that a firefighter?
Price, it's one of our men.
Oh, God. I can't make it. I'll fall. I know I'll fall. And you better go first. That way, when you fall, you won't take any of us with you.
Oh, dang. Just like that, man. It's got to be done.
Of course I read you. Look, I don't know where the hell he is, but if I see him, I'll tell him.
We're fine. We're glad to see you.
Yeah.
That's the door right there. It's blocked with cement.
Okay. Now, we're going to have to blow that thing. All right. Okay, everybody ready?
That was kind of cool.
I'm James Duncan. Can we get down that way?
No, not a chance, sir. The stairway below is completely gone.
I've been informed by the fire department that there's no possibility of using this stairway to get out.
Ta-da! Can I get you anything else? No?
This guy's still just doing his job.
I promised myself if I ever saw you again, I'd make a full confession. You don't know anything about me.
You're penniless. You have no villa in the south of France. No antiques coming, no paintings. But Harley, I don't care.
Huh? She saw through his stories?
I brought you up here tonight to sell you 1,000 shares in Greater Anaheim Power and Light.
Is it a good investment?
There is no Greater Anaheim Power and Light. Only the certificate I had printed. Well, then tell me you're shocked. Or at least disappointed.
But I'm not.
You must be.
Harley, I'm not.
Wow. That's a real one right there.
If you had to cut costs, why didn't you cut floors instead of corners?
If I remain within the building code, and goddamn it, I did.
I mean, duct holes weren't fire stopped. Corridors without fire doors and its sprinklers won't work. Leaves you and that goddamn son-in-law of yours. What do they call it when you kill people?
Whoa. He laid it on him heavy, but he needed to. He needed to hear all that.
Did you reach her?
The phones are all out.
Well, just a little while longer and we'll all be home together.
If only I could have talked to her. Let her know we were thinking of her. How precious she is to us.
Yeah, had he remained optimistic in a moment like this, I would think it was all over, you know. I'm a worrywart. I would think the worst.
Here he is. Chief, wind velocity's down a little. We're going to try for a landing.
Get 10 people up on the roof. Have the rest of them stand by in groups of 10.
Send the kids out first, and then the women.
High-rise roulette. There may not be time to tell you
There
later.
will be. Pass those out when you're ready.
I mean, let's be honest. Is there time for all that? Like, that probably took like 30 minutes to prepare. What the? How did that? The wind did that? Oh my god. I would, oh man. I would just think it's all over at this point.
May I have your attention, please? We've activated a gravity brake on that outside elevator. There's no power to bring it back up, but at least we can get 12 people down to the street. Same group that was up on the roof, and 2 additions.
Gravity? Are they going to suspend? They have to suspend it with something, right? I mean...
I'll never let you go anywhere without me again.
I don't want to. Ever again.
Wow. Love is love, man. Young, old, love is love.
Honey, I'll make it. I promise you. Have I ever broken a promise to you?
I'll be honest, I wouldn't want to be on that first. A ride down, though, I'll tell you that. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I was just waiting for it. No. No, why couldn't it be someone else that wasn't a main character? Oh man, that old man's going to be brokenhearted. I cannot believe they're going to go from one building to another like this. They're so high. They're 135 floors up in the air. And gee, this is stressing me out, man. Y'all thought earthquake stressed me out. This heights? Man, that is a cool rig they set up, but traumatic. Yeah, now we got to focus on that elevator, man. This is insanity, man. No, no. I'll be like, I think you can do it. I'm okay in here. No. Oh man, hold on, brother. Please hold on, man. After I saw that old woman fall out, I was like, all bets are off. I don't know who's surviving this damn thing. They're doing a good job of bringing that tension, I'll tell you that.
You'll be all right.
Tell them I'll be all right. Tell them I'll be all right.
I will.
I'll be see him at home later.
Mr. Johnson's a structural engineer. The structural strength of the joists and risers up there in the promenade room, in my opinion, could definitely withstand the explosion. What explosion? We can blow the tanks 2 floors above the promenade room. They hold 1 million gallons of water. That's more than enough to drown the fire.
Oh, I was wondering that room that Paul Newman went through, that it looked like it looked like he was holding water, like a tank or something. It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
We are going next.
You've all got numbers. And you're gonna take your turn. I'm going to be the last one out of here, along with my son-in-law.
Hang on, I'll tell him.
Isn't that going to drown out everybody, though?
I want to try to put out the fire by blowing up the water tanks above us. This way some of us might survive. We got no options. Come on.
Oh my God, now they really got to blow them now. The fire's like there. Oh God. No. The panic sets in. Oh no, they're going to snap that line. They're going to snap that line. Oh man. Leave it up to these men to fuck up everything. Yeah, I wanted to see you go out a crazy way. So it's interesting. Earthquake came out the exact same year, though this looks light years ahead of some of the set design that I'm seeing, or actual building structures and explosions. And this seemed to have a much bigger budget. I got to look up into the budgets after this.
Never thought that a thing like this could happen. Sure.
No one ever does. Now that is a towering inferno, for sure.
Tie yourself down, goddammit!
This last 20 minutes or 30 minutes, whatever, setting up this explosion is so intense right now. Like, I'm just waiting to see how this is going to all play out. Oh, wait a minute. What happened to OJ? Did he make it down with the cat? Oh, I forgot. What? I forgot about OJ the cat. Where is he? I think the last time we saw him was with the cat. It's too intense. Oh no! Oh my. You picked a bad spot, Carlos. Oh! You couldn't stand it. Come on, man. You got to make it home to see your wife. Wait, did that guy fall out the window too? Putting it out. That's the old man? Oh, man. It put her about half of it, but... Oh, okay. Guess it took a while to make its way down, but...
She was in the elevator with you. The fine-looking lady, Mrs. Mueller. Have you seen her?
I'm sorry. She's dead.
There he is. Your scumbag husband is dead, okay? Don't cry too hard. I'm still alive. Sweetie, I'm alive, all right? He was a piece of shit.
All I can do now is pray to God that I can stop this from ever happening again.
Yeah, stop being so greedy, man. Stop cutting corners. That's not on God, that's on you. Damn. Oh, the firefighters.
You know, we were lucky tonight. Body count's less than 200. You know, one of these days...
It's a lot.
You're gonna kill 10,000 in one of these fire traps until somebody asks us how to build them.
Man, this is like an anti-skyscraper movie if you really think about it. To all the architects. Man, I gotta say it. Right before I get to my review. Paul Newman, he's cool. He's cool hand Luke. But Steve McQueen, damn it, he is the GOAT in this movie. He is so cool. He was doing it all. Risking his life, like just, call to action, man. He was just doing it. They're both really, really cool characters and really cool actors, but Steve McQueen, baby. Oh, man, they got everybody in Cali on this film, huh? And there it is, y'all. 1974's The Towering Inferno. All right, y'all. I did survive The Towering Inferno. 2 hours and 45 minutes. I didn't know if I could do it. I had to keep adjusting my big ass in the seat, but we made it through, and it was a very entertaining, thrilling, terrifying movie. My God. I really felt like this movie's runtime was like the actual real-time runtime of all of this happening, man. I definitely felt the gravity, the weight of everything, everybody's life at stake, especially with all the fireballs and explosions. Give it up to these extras and these actors, man, these main actors. They were putting themselves through hell. And like I said, I saw Earthquake a few weeks ago, and this one is just light years ahead of it. I'm sorry, just in the acting department, in the action department. Yeah, we're dealing with two different disasters, but destruction and mayhem is still conveyed. And I think it was better given to me on a silver platter, so to speak. I saw it. I felt it. I felt the veracity. I felt the fierceness of the fire, that they were all engulfed in. And like I said, you're dealing with, I know it's a movie, but that's real fire. You know what I'm saying? So everybody that signed up for this movie, once again, kudos, and kudos to all of the firefighters that are really dealing with stuff like this on a daily. Now, that being said, this movie had some fantastic stars in it. I'll go to the cast of those that were in the forefront. Steve McQueen. I thought he did a fantastic job in this as the fire chief. He, to me, was my favorite player in this movie. I believed everything from this guy. I really thought that his main objective was to save people, and that's it. And that's what you do. The call of duty, right? I felt that from him. And he wore many hats. It seemed like he was, putting up explosives, sending his team in. He was right there on the front lines with these guys. He was very commanding. He was an authoritative figure, and that's what I like to see, and I saw that. Paul Newman as the architect, he definitely played his role, but also he knew the ins and outs of this building, obviously, and when push came to shove, especially that scene that I called a filler scene of, them trying to get, from the different levels. I compared it to the earthquake scene from the same year. He, once again, did show that he was, he put himself in the mind of the architect, is what I'm trying to say. And that was conveyed beautifully in this movie. Though, I don't know, I guess maybe when I get this much star power, I'm like comparing them just instinctually. So I think Steve McQueen just like outshined for some reason, but Paul Newman definitely played his role. I mean, he wasn't playing an action guy, he's playing an architect. So I think he did that well. I think he did that very, very well. His partner, Faye Dunaway, as the girlfriend, we didn't get to see her too much, just a little bit in the beginning and a lot at the end. And I definitely felt it from her as a loving girlfriend. And she didn't want to leave his side. And understandably, there was that crazy explosion that happened with her and the other ladies in that elevator and on the service elevator on the side there. That was, oh my God, man. I was hanging on for dear life emotionally with them that were hanging on physically. But But that being said, I think they did a great job acting-wise in this movie. And who else, guys? I mean, you have a lot of big names in this movie. You know, we saw a little bit of O.J. Simpson. I thought he did fine as the security man. You know, he was just he was good in this movie. He just was fine. The only thing I've seen him in is freaking Naked Gun, man. So I really can't tell you his acting ability. I mean, he was fine as a security man. I mean, it looked like he knew what he was talking about. William Holden as the Builder. Now, that was an actor. This is an actor I'm not familiar with, but he is on the front of this cover. So I thought he was solid. And finally, when his stubborn ass came to the realization that it was his fault, okay? Whether, you know, the son-in-law wants to, you know, take credit for it, ultimately, at the end of the day, he's like, you know what? You weren't saying this shit 2 years ago when you were signing off on it, you know? So it all goes, you know, to the head. And he was in charge of the show, so to speak. And he finally admitted, you know what? I cut corners. I messed up, you know, to the architect. So I think everyone played their part. I really enjoyed this movie. Once again, thrilling. I mean, you guys saw my reaction along the way. This was very, very intense. There was a couple of scenes that went on a little bit more than I would have liked. Maybe, you know, and I know you guys hate me to say this, but I would have trimmed down some of the padded scenes for intensity factor. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong in saying that. Maybe I'm just like, you know, David, we used to have these movies that were 6 hours long and they were fantastic. Okay. I'm not here to watch a miniseries. I'm here to watch, you know, a well-rounded 2-hour movie. Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to ask for my ass? Because my ass is like sore here. I can't feel anything below my waist. All right. So that being said, y'all saw my reaction along the way. Once again, 1974's The Towering Inferno gets a solid 4 out of 5 from me. This one's a very, very good disaster movie. I would say even a classic. I'm thinking of the freaking skyscraper movie they made with The Rock, and that movie sucked compared to this one. I'm sorry. This one is definitely the inspiration for that movie. That movie sucked. All right? So I like this one. Thank you so much again, Jason, for gifting me this movie to watch. Wow, disaster movies, man. They're great, aren't they? Especially the older ones. We get to see how far we've traveled, and we get to see if the emotional depth and the story, if it still holds up, and all the execution pretty much of everybody, right? And I think it went off well without a hitch for this one. So that being said, you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you guys did appreciate mine, hit that big thumbs up. Consider subscribing today for more. If you guys are watching this reaction on YouTube and want to watch the full uncensored cut, make sure to click on my Patreon link down in the description below, where you guys can join today for a 7-day free trial. All right, guys, till next one, I'm gone. Peace.